Hello, Fun Robotics Network. My name is Anthony. I am a junior mentor and co-founder of Team 9462 Toverse Titans. And today we're going to be diving into a match that scored over 1,100 points between the two alliances. We're going to take a look at how the fuel control, as well as just overall different strategies that are played throughout this match of defense and things like that, really help to have these alliances who can score some high points. And we're just going to kind of see how the fuel flows and how it all moves, and being able to use that to your advantage, along with everything and more here on FUNalysis. So we are currently looking at the finals 2 match of the California District Orange County event. So we got some really strong teams on this red alliance. We have team 4414 HighTide. A little fun fact about them: they're 33-1 this year, and the only time that they have lost is actually in qualifications to this 43-22 on the blue alliance, which we'll get to in a second. On this red alliance, we also have team 3309 Firebots and 3476 Code Orange. The main two we're going to kind of be talking about is HighTide and Code Orange on the red alliance, and then on the blue alliance we have team 4322 Clockwork. They are the team with the lighter blue bumpers, and then we have team 10586 Unearthed, and then 4201 Vitruvian Bots. Clockwork and Vitruvian Bots are the main scoring robots in this match, and we're going to kind of start to kind of see how they are, how this all plays out. So we're going to start this match, and we're going to kind of see how 3 of these robots are going to make it to the center at the same time. HighTide going up, they're super quick, they're already in the middle. Then we see that Code Orange went over the bump, so obviously that slowed them down, allowing 4322 to get in there. Now, they really don't go from the same place because obviously Code Orange is going over the bump, so they have a different pathing strategy. So if the balls were to get pushed over to their side, which they kind of were, they were able to just get them all right in. Then we can see HighTide's already turning to go back, and then we can see Vitruvian Bots now coming over and doing this kind of hook to grab in case they were all went off to their side, which they did. And so we can kind of see now that these human players are shooting all these, and then the robots are just dumping them all right. We can see a huge amount of scoring right now. So we can see that HighTide's going to also do a hook. Well, all 3 of these teams right now we can see are doing hooks. It's just how deep they're going. Code Orange is probably the team that goes the deepest with this hook. They go over the bump and then around. And then 4322 on the blue alliance Clockwork, they kind of make sure that their entire blue alliance side is covered. Vitruvian Bots going for their depot, which is good because it's uncontested. We do see, though, that Clockwork ends up getting beached because there's just so much fuel on the blue alliance side. This is actually going to kind of cost them for auto. We can kind of see now that HighTide and Code Orange were able to get full hoppers. And so this really can kind of help to show the huge difference in points and really how auto plays out. We can also kind of see that at this point, HighTide at the bottom right is just ready to go, right? They're ready to get out there and just zoom and do what they do best.
Before we get to our next segment, we'd like to thank the following. For over 100 years, Kettering University has offered a better education because from day one, that education has been built on hands-on, co-op learning. Kettering's impressive alumni network includes founders, presidents, CEOs, and frontrunners who have a reputation for transforming industries with their resolute leadership. Apply today at kettering.edu/first. Osh Cut is a premier metal cutting service for first teams. No minimum order, options for same-day turnaround, guaranteed lead times, and instant online quotes. Osh Cut is offering first teams 50% off any future order up to $200 when you scan the QR code or go to funroboticsnetwork.com/OSHCUT. Just upload a 3D model or flat pattern to get started.
We see at the end of auto, Vitruvian Bots ended up wanting to come over to start the tele-up transition phase, which is really good, because then they don't have to go as far. But we can see they also get beached, while HighTide and Code Orange are just sitting ready to strike. We can see the very start of tele-up, it is 150 to 60. This red alliance has over doubled the blue alliance. Now this would have been a lot closer had Clockwork not gotten beached, but unfortunately they did. And so we can see that these red robots are just able to pretty much go out. We can see they just kind of go and attack as much as they can. They don't obviously want to go too far, so they can make sure to score all of their fuel. And we can see all three blue robots are kind of struggling at this point. We can see that some of them are still kind of beached. We can see Clockwork is still beached at this point in time, right? Which is really bad for this blue alliance because we have 3 seconds left in this transition phase, and this blue alliance has not scored a singular fuel. So right here, we can see it is blue alliance's time. They did not score a single fuel in the transition phase, right? Red alliance ended up scoring 48. But we can also see that it is blue alliance's time, and there is not a single blue robot on the blue alliance side. There's actually a red robot more on the blue alliance side than there is any other blue robot. So this is really bad because this blue alliance getting stuck caused them to not be able to shuttle to themselves to prepare themselves for this first shift. So this is actually really detrimental to them. So yeah, there is literally a red robot over on the blue line side before there's a single blue robot during their scoring time. That's just insane to kind of see and think about. We can also see that 3309 right here is playing some insane bump defense, right? They're stopping 4201 Vitruvian bots from getting over, right? And it is just insane, the games that are being played right now, because this is just, we're 22 seconds in, and obviously we're still not any scoring whatsoever. HighTide shuttling back, right? We can kind of see that it is just now 15 seconds, and we finally have some scoring, or we're about to. Another strategy that really kind of helps determine the way this match goes is HighTide at the bottom. They're just gonna, anytime they can, and not during their phase, they're just gonna take this bottom path, which is in line with their driver station, and just they're gonna go over and steal as much blue fuel as they can. We can see Blue Alliance is finally scoring with 15 seconds left, but HighTide is just grabbing, and we can see that Code Orange is just grabbing from right in front of the Blue Alliance tower, which is just, again, a path we're gonna see a lot of because that's where the fuel gathers. And we can see, they're already HighTide with 7 seconds left in this Blue Alliance transition phase. He's actually just going to sit here, right? They don't need to do shoot on the move. They don't need to go get more fuel, right? Because their strategy is going to allow them to do that. So you see, we're shooting up, right? Scores are going to go crazy. Before we end up seeing how this Red Alliance shift goes, it is interesting to note that this shift 1 for the Blue Alliance only had 80 fuel because they were scrambling to try and grab from the middle and anywhere else because they got stuck in beach. So literally that transition phase and not getting stuck in auto is really important if you want to score as much fuel as you can, because otherwise you're scrambling. So we can see, Red Alliance is just going to go insane. We can see that 10586 is playing a good strategy, but a good strategy too late. At the bottom right, we can see that 3476 Code Orange got twisted off the tower. Corner turning has been something that's been really good defense against dumper bots, but it almost seems like it was too good strategy too late, because by the point that Unearthed was able to do that, they had already emptied out their entire hopper, which is unfortunate. So we can already see HighTide is going back in the middle. We can note that there's a pretty decent amount of fuel in their Red Alliance zone already. But HighTide is not going to really care. They're going to go out and they're going to recycle exactly what they just scored, right? If you can leave it for the rest of your alliance, might as well, right? Don't use what you don't have to. If you're fast, you have a white hopper with a good intake like HighTide, you're just going to go out and score. You're just going to recycle what you have. It doesn't matter. And we could see they finally, with 8 seconds left, or 7 seconds now, they finally decide to go to their side and grab some fuel there, but they don't want to risk not being able to score another time because there's 2 blue robots in the center. So we can see, yeah, HighTide is just going insane, right? This red team scored 194 fuel in their shift. This Red Alliance is going crazy right now. We can see now 3309 is playing some really good defense against these dumper bots, right? Causing them to have to go around. And HighTide is just going and doing HighTide things, stealing more fuel as much as they can, which is really good. 3309 is playing some insane lockdown defense against this Blue Alliance. HighTide coming out, we can see that they're going to be the primary robot that's going to take right in front of the tower. They kind of do that overall uh, kind of Y, half Y pattern where they go along the wall, grab in the back, and then go in front of this tower. And they're going to do that really well and really fast. They're going to shovel. HighTide shuttling is really nice. They oftentimes try not to shuttle as much as they can, and I think that's due to the fact that they can kind of control more where the fuel goes versus the fact that they're just shuttling them and they can bounce wherever, right? So I think that's some really good strategy on their end. I mean, yeah, sure, we can kind of see they're shuttling more, which is really good because they're kind of controlling at this point where they all go, and they want to make sure they have enough to grab from the middle for the rest of this shift. So 3309 is going to yet again play some strong defense. I commend this 3309 because Firebots is doing some insane defense. They actually end up pinning Vitruvian bots against the edge of the bump, causing them to have an entire hopper at the end of their shift that did not get scored. So they have just 3309 is just making sure that this Blue Alliance is not able to do anything and that Red Alliance is able to do all the scoring. Again, Blue Alliance is only limited to 81 fuel. So between the two Blue Alliance shifts, the Red Alliance has still scored 33 more fuel in their one shift that the Blue Alliance has between their two. So we can see 12586 is trying to play some good defense, and they're going to be successful, but not as successful as 3309, obviously. And we can kind of see that. I think if 10586 had a little bit, they tried to do more of that corner turning, which ends up meaning that the robots face the different ways. That would be very beneficial. But I mean, again, they're doing their best, right? As a rookie team, they're doing outstanding. So we can kind of see HighTide is just grabbing all around, right? They are out that far in the middle of the field during their scoring shift, but they don't care because they came back and they're going to score it all anyways. It literally looks like a wave. It's just a wave of fuel bursting into the tower, and it is just amazing to see HighTide. I mean, there's a reason they're world renowned, right? And they're just making sure that everybody knows it. We can kind of see. So now it is 30 seconds left in the match, right? This Red Alliance just scored 156 fuel. So the score, Red Alliance has over doubled this Blue Alliance, right? So this Blue Alliance is just going to have to do anything they can to make sure that they can come back, right? But we have 29 seconds left. There is little to no fuel on this Red Alliance side. It is all in the center on the Blue Alliance side, which is really bad because Red Alliance has not properly set up for their endgame period. Now, is it going to matter? We'll see. But we can see, again, HighTide just going over to Blue Alliance because they see that that's where all the fuel is. They're going to go grab it. They're going to play and grab right in front of that tower and just keep doing this pattern over and over. They just come back. They're going to shoot it all up because they just can, and they're going to be insane. 3309, we can now see the Red Alliance robot is in the very center of the field, which is really good because we don't want teams to end up having to be forced into penalties, which is something that has happened where if you're playing on the opposite side and you end up getting pinned against the tower, that's a tech foul. That's not good. So making sure they're in the center is really good, trying to make sure that all the fuel is stopped and it's all on the Red Alliance side so that they can score it. I mean, we have 7 seconds left. We're counting down, right? This Blue Alliance is going to score as much as they can, and HighTide in just insane fashion is just going to score from the bump, on the bump, right? And they're going to make every single one of the fuel that they shoot. Like, absolutely insane. It's interesting to note that 10586 ended up sitting in front of the tower, which was actually really good play on their end. Because Code Orange prefers to play probably about a half a bot length from the tower, but with Unearth sitting right there, right, they were not able to do that. Now, was Code Orange able to still score? Absolutely. But did it cause them to kind of be a little scared and everything because they weren't able to properly line up with the tower to make sure that they were all good? Absolutely. So we can see that this strategy is played out really good. Like, they're right there, preventing that Red Alliance from getting right there. But I think 10586 would be a lot better if they kind of, tried to make sure that rather than just sitting in front, they did a corner turn, which I kind of illustrated here with these arrows, where rather than them facing, if they pushed the corner of the red robot to where that's where they were at whenever they were unloading their hopper, that would have been a lot more beneficial. But again, they're doing really well and trying to put up as much as they can. But we can see 712 to 401. Yeah. I mean, we can see why HighTide is just all that, right? We can kind of see going into the score breakdown that yeah, this Red Alliance just dominated this entire match. The only time that Blue Alliance did have the upper hand was during endgame, which is important to note because they had all that fuel on the blue side. Now, there was a lot of fuel that was not scored on that Blue Alliance side, but they had the fuel there to score, which is something that was really good to note, right? I mean, it's just, we could see that even though they had a lot of fuel still remaining on their side, it was also a lot in the center, right? We can, if we want to go back to this real quick, right, we can see that there's a lot in the center and then a lot on the blue side and not much on the red side. Not much on the red side because they cleared it, but also because they shot it and it's mainly on the blue side. But again, overall, we see a lot of good scoring and just some insane gameplay with HighTide having to grab right up against that tower, forcing the Blue Alliance to go deep, and just everything with this match. I mean, it is just insane to kind of see how much these teams are playing and the quality and level of gameplay that these teams are at. With this third robot with 3309 trying to play some insane defense, which they did successfully, making sure that this Blue Alliance could not score. They thought out this Red Alliance, and it shows, and it is amazing. Let me know what you guys think of this match. Let me know if you guys think that this is going to kind of be, what this finals and champs and everything is going to look, or districts and worlds, and then what the third robot pick is going to be. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if, what you think could have been done better or things I missed. But yeah, let us know in the comments, all that. And then make sure you guys are subscribed and staying up to date on all the fun Robotics Network things. But until then, this is Anthony signing out.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell to stay up to date on future fun videos.